Hey guys, I'm back. I went out and saw, a little lesser known film. People are talking about it. It's called Spider-Man. I don't know. Think I've heard of it before. I don't know. I guess he's a pretty big hero. Fights crime, spins webs here and there. Yeah, but I saw it and it was good. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Yeah, I went and saw Spider Man tonight. It was awesome. Oh man, I'm feeling so good right now. You won't believe. Um, Start with this film. This was great. The past few Spider-Man films from like the Amazing series, I just didn't really love them. They weren't terrible, but they weren't Andrew Garfield's fault. It was more the scripts and just the mess of it all. I mean, you hire a director called Mark Webb just because his last name is Webb. I mean, that's freaking stupid. I mean, why? But I went and saw this film because, I like Spider-Man and, Captain America Civil War. And when we saw his little scene he got, it was great. And so we were like, well, how's this Spider-Man gonna be when he has his own film? And can he carry it, to be honest? And thankfully he does. He does carry this film perfectly. This film is about, Spider-Man trying to make a name for himself. He's trying to sort of impress Tony Stark and his friends because in order to join the Avengers, because he wants to be part of that, and Tony Stark just isn't letting him, and he's treating him like a kid, and so he wants to become, he wants to prove to him that he can be that. And unfortunately, as all this is happening, there's a villain, the Vulture, played by Michael Keaton. And Michael Keaton was this kind of working class kind of guy who got screwed over by a construction company because Michael Keaton was apparently helping rebuilding the city from the Chitauri from Avengers 1. And I think it's called Damage Control. They took over and pretty much screwed Michael Keaton out of all that. So he wants revenge, and so he uses all the stolen tech from the Chitauri and builds his own suit, this Vulture suit. And so he's using all that to basically sell weapons to other people. And so Spider-Man catches wind of that and basically becomes. They end up having to fight each other. So it's a crazy case where Spider-Man has to go up against a villain he's not sure he can beat him. But yeah, this movie. I'll get over some of the things first. Spider-Man, Tom Holland, he is amazing. Probably the best Spider-Man we've ever had. I think he easily beats Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. He captures like the dorkiness of Peter Parker and the funny part of Spider-Man. Like the problem with the Peter Parker and Amazing Spider-Man was he was a little too good looking. Like you couldn't imagine this kid really getting beat up and fight. Like Tom Holland, yeah, I could imagine he looks good, but he could still get like a kid that could be beaten up. But yeah, and also just his quips, I think, just hilarious. He has some of the best dialogue. He's a great actor. I just love the little guy, and I'm excited to see more. He's the Michael J. Fox of this generation. He definitely has that wit and the kind of quick delivery that Michael J. Fox has, and I'm excited to see more of him. The other actor I really liked was Michael Keaton as the Vulture. You get why he's doing these things because he's a working class guy. He wants to, trying to pay the bills, and even though he's still got to be stopped because he is doing bad stuff. He's got to beat you feel bad for him, but he also needs to go to jail because he's still doing the bad things, and so Michael Keaton makes him just one of the best villains Marvel, I think the cinematic universe has ever had. So I'm glad he was able to create such an amazing villain with depth. Like not very many MCU movies fortunately get that. They're always like one note, or they don't get enough time to develop. But this time they were able to, because I think Spider-Man just has the best rogues gallery of all of Marvel. He has the most interesting and most developed, and I think that really helps. I think another actor, Zendaya plays this one girl, Michelle. She's basically the Ali Shield of this film. She's the basket case, kind of like how the girl from Breakfast Club, played by Ali Shield, how she was. It's basically kind of similar to her, if you've ever seen those films. I want to get at is Donald Glover is in this movie also for like a little bit. He's kind of also a criminal that Peter like saves, and I think they're trying to tease Miles Morales because I think this is like one of the relatives of his, and he mentions his nephew, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be coming back in these sequels at some point. So that'll be cool whenever we do see him. Anything else? Aunt May was great. She was still really funny. Got some great lines. Ned Leeds was fine. He's the kind of Asian fat kid. That's Peter's friend. He provides some comic relief. He's not the greatest character, but he's not too bad. I thought he was fine. He did his job. What else? I think that's pretty much the main ones. Overall, yeah, it's a good movie. The director, he did a good job. There were some fight scenes were a little kind of a little harder to tell, but I still the other ones were fine. There was a little bit of CG. You could kind of tell about Spider-Man, and a little distracting, but it didn't bother me. I think anything else is, I don't know. This is probably just the most accurate version of Spider-Man we've ever really had on film, and that has like the lighthearted tone of like how a Spider-Man comic is, where it won't go too dark. It'll stay in that happy kind of middle ground zone where Spider-Man's a good guy. He's not the hero that goes against does the bad thing. He always tries to do the right thing, and that's exemplified at like towards the end of the film where he makes a choice he does the Spider-Man thing, which is to do the right thing. Don't do this just for fame. You do this because it's the right thing to do, and that is Peter Parker and Spider-Man. He is, at the end of the day, he's going to do the right thing. He's not going to use his super heroics for fame or glory. He does it because it's the right thing to do, and that sets him apart from, I think, all the other heroes. He's the one that's I think just has that moral compass that a lot of people need. But overall, yeah, I loved it. I loved the Chris Evans, Captain America cameos in this film. You can tell he's having a lot of fun just playing these PSAs that he does, and the post credits scene was probably the best trolling Marvel's ever done in a movie. So that was probably one of my favorite ones they've ever done. So I really liked that. But yeah, definitely go see this film, guys. You're not gonna be disappointed. I think I don't know how I'd rate it towards Baby Driver. I think I like Baby Driver a little bit more, but this was still a great film. You should definitely go out and see it. All right. We'll see you later, dudes, and have a great time. This film gets 4 stars. Alright. See you later. Say bye, Spidey. Bye. Web swings.